The process of evolution has long been considered to be driven solely by competition, organisms fighting one another for control of scarce resources. As we learn more about how ecosystems function, it is clear that cooperation also plays a major role in shaping the natural world. When two or more species work together in a way that benefits everyone, it is known as a mutualism.
I think mutualisms could be really important in ecosystems because I think they could play an important role in creating and maintaining diversity. So if you imagine you have a partner species that's helping you reproduce and survive, that means you could potentially expand your niche, live in different habitats that you couldn't live in before. Um, it can buffer against extinction, so all of these things create species diversity.
These diverse communities working in unison, as well as interspecies cooperation, often result in significant evolutionary advantages. Here at Las Cruces Biological Center in Costa Rica, we are studying the different mutualisms in the Chamaecrista nictitan, which is the sensitive pea plant. We can utilize the jungle environment to test these theories.
So what we know about Chamaecrista nictitans, or the sleepy partridge pea, or sensitive partridge pea, is mostly from the United States, so these are temperate zones. We don't know a lot about this species or its mutualism with ants in tropical zones, so that's why we're here doing that research. So far what we found is that there are a variety of ant species that visit the plant, that feed on the nectar from the extrafloral nectaries, and we do find a correlation between herbivore damage on the plant and the number of ant species or number of ants that we see on the plant.
In studying these mutualisms between two different species, we're able to gain a better understanding on how they help each other survive.
So the current hypothesis is that under global change or climate change or any disruption to the environment is that mutualisms will break down. The thought is that these interactions are sensitive, so any change could disrupt the interaction. But actually, what the data shows is that mutualisms could be what helps species persist and survive under global change and climate change because this interaction is so important to their survival and reproduction.
As deforestation and atmospheric CO2 become more prevalent, understanding these beneficial relationships will likely become more obvious to researchers. Similar to how tree roots anchor soil in the forest, mutualisms save biodiversity and anchor ecosystems.
Yeah, I think that mutualism could be what saves species from some of these anthropogenic changes.
When it comes down to it, mutualisms are an essential aspect of the biosphere on every scale and require far more invested interest in order to be understood.